What's up, everybody? I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and we are riding my FXR for the first time this season. Mind blown. We're already into spring/summer, and this is my first time out. Long story about that. Let's jump on the bike. Let's talk about it. Inaugural rip always feels great. So yeah, super late start to the season of riding. Michigan, Midwest, I would say, in fact, even the East Coast, but super rainy, cold weather. Just been dog shit for riding out. Like in the mornings it's 40, afternoons we're at the 60s if we're lucky. We're just now starting to hit 72 degrees. So that's one factor. I mean, you can ride in whatever, you know, all the seasons here, but I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put myself through pain just to ride. I love to ride. I love to enjoy the ride more though. But first, we need to go grab some gas. I am on the needle right now. Running off fumes, let's race there and see how fast we can go with a quarter of a tank. All right, let's see what we got. We are chasing the sunlight right now. It is late. Late season, a lot of stuff going on. I'll give you guys a bit of an update on my life, what's going on with the channel a bit. Kind of been a little bit of everywhere going on. And my main ride, this FXR, has been neglected. I gotta get caught up on a lot of maintenance. Just got around to finally doing a good wash on it. I gotta do an oil change. Needs a brake pads. And then I have other projects I want to do with this bike. You know, I essentially was pretty much done with it, but then I kind of got more sparked into doing more stuff. The problem is that, this isn't really a problem. Very fortunate enough that I have a shit ton of projects that have yet to be finished. And I really need to hone in on those. And that's kind of what's going on. So a lot of the videos have been rolling out, just been different. It's been what I've been kind of coming across and what I need to get done in that week. Essentially, it's how it's always been. But some of the projects have kind of come to a screeching halt. Right now, the tracker project is on hold, and that is because of parts. A lot of the parts are coming in that are custom made, and they are taking forever. So that's kind of delaying that whole project right now. I'm doing everything I can up until that, essentially that part can come in. So when the part comes in, it makes things go way faster. And I know a lot of you guys come on here for the FXR stuff. I will always continue doing FXR stuff. I love it. But the tracker project has been pushing the limits on it. And that is a project that I'm loving it, but I also have got my wits about on some pieces because it's such a flip over from what the bike is. It's essentially taking a lot of the standardized parts, like literally like the standardized 3/4, 1-inch metric system, or measuring system, there we go, US system, whatever you want to call it, and flipping it to metric, because that's what essentially all of the, I don't know what to call it, go fast parts and parts that make the bike perform way better from what 95 is going to make it. So like the trees that are going to be coming in to match up the Olin shocks that we got in the front, those ones are going to be put up. And then you got the rear shocks, those are on back order. I got custom stuff that's coming in for it. It's taking forever on it. So if you're wondering why that project didn't get finished, it was supposed to be kind of rolling out throughout this time, and then we were supposed to get in the motor build, and then, you know, watch it hopefully get done here in the middle of summer. But right now I don't know what that's going to be until we can get it in. It looks like the motor parts are going to be coming in before the rest of the suspension and the rest of the tracker parts come in. So that'll be interesting to see. But I'm stoked about that. I mean, that big, I should say, I would say big motor, big horsepower, small motor is going to be pretty sweet to see and put together. I'm stoked about that. So that's why the tracker build's kind of been tied up. What do we got? The FXRT, you guys haven't seen that in a while. That's still there. It's been in the background. That's going to be probably next if any of the parts don't roll in fast enough in the next couple weeks to get dive back into there. Got some finer squeaks, some little finishing touches, but overall it is done. I mean, that bike though, we still need to go to the whole front end. It's all there because I want to ride it, enjoy it before I just tear apart the whole front end. But that's going to be all redone. The bags on there, I've been trying to actually prep those prior to bringing them back in the channel, and they have been a real bitch trying to bring back to life the fiberglass and trying to remove some of the old paint, and I have to rebuild some of the walls on it, and then the sanding, dear God, that is taking forever on it. It's just so time consuming on each part of that bag. Has such a crevice that it takes forever. Partial of me just wishes I should have just bought some clamshells, either like the repopped ones, called it good, because amount of labor hours and all that, it does not justify what I'm doing. I mean, I'm sure they'll look good at the end, but man, there is just so much still to do on those. So that will be on the end part of the bike, because that's gonna be the bags. I want that to be essentially my bagger that I have in my garage, a daily rider, possibly to work, so I can carry a lot of my stuff that I need to get to work that kind of delays me riding in normal instances, laptop, stuff like that, getting to work, tools, one spot, what do you want to call it? It just has the spot. Don't got nowhere other than a backpack right now. That's fine. Still riding with a backpack right now. And even referring back to here, like, I forgot that I still have parts. I plan on doing a dual disc setup at some point with this bike, so that's still coming through. I have another said project coming up and another one on top of that, so I've just been loaded up full of projects. You know, it's great for the channel. Just been pretty bogged down on a lot of stuff with that, trying to get it fluttered out to you guys so you guys can see it, so it looks more, you know, cohesive. If you watch every video, I really appreciate it. And if you guys like, comment, or share all that stuff, even though I say at the end, if you guys do that now, that helps me out tremendously on these videos, just to know what you guys are liking. You know, I produce what I can and what I like to be able to produce, and with the money myself, not what the videos actually make, but what I can afford at the time to come out with. So good tool reviews coming up. I got to work on more painting. I know that's not a huge pick for a lot of you that when I do the painting videos, but I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's an art that my father used to do, my grandfather used to do, so just kind of following in their old, somewhat professional, more hobby, I would say. It's just fun. Man, that's a great sun. Woo! Let's check out. Let's go. Let's see here. That'll loop us there. Where do we want to go? We will go this way. I really have no plan right now. Just get down riding. I have my actual camera with me. I was going to take some golden hour shots. Never heard of golden hour. Is the most prime time to take pictures, whatever you're taking pictures of, particularly outside, of course. Car, motorcycle. It's just so crisp. It just, the lighting's soft. Everything just looks great. It's like a vibrant look to everything. Hides all your little imperfections you don't have to worry about. You're gonna find that. Pull over here. That's not going to work. That's blocked off. Oh, yeah, so trying to get everything lined up for the summer and projects. It's just been a whirlwind of trying to hop on the bike. In particular, my kids. For those that have kids, you know, let me know how you try to balance your riding season with them. As they get older, it makes it a little bit easier, but definitely having young ones like myself, it's stuff. Nothing to really complain about. I mean, it's about a motorcycle, right? Family comes first, but it definitely, you know, takes away time from being able to ride everywhere, every which way. But I just enjoy the times when I do get out. That's why I never really have been for long distance riding. I mean, I don't have even a bike really for long distance riding. Potentially, the FXRT will be at that, but I mean, that's where that kind of stands too. I mean, I don't do those kind of videos. My motovlogs are here, they're there. They're mostly in the, of course, summertime. So, but man, at the end of the day, I just love looking at my bike. You just gotta appreciate it. You know, you put a lot of time and effort into something, money. You know, it's awesome. Just enjoy the moment of being able to ride around and look at it, you know, even if you're not just constantly always wrenching. That's where the other part too is how much time on these projects I've realized that I've buried sometimes myself into the garage with the channel. Of course, that's what it's based upon, that deciding which to do. Should I ride? Should I wrench? Wrench, ride, ride, wrench. And as long as this is running, I can potentially essentially keep it balanced. So it's my TED Talk for you on whether or not you should have kids ride and wrench on your bike for you. All right, so I'm going to set this up. I want to do a thumbnail, something with this thing. It's a great night for it. Got this little ledge right now. I don't even need a tripod. Let's see. Let's see if we can get... I might just push this around. Oh no, I forgot my battery. Oh man, all right. Well then, my work life has been insane right now. Nothing bad, just crazy busy because of the weather. We're pretty much determined on how cold or how hot things are is how fast we're gonna be at work. So right now, that's going on. But whenever I get to be able to ride, it really does ease the mind. It's crazy. You don't realize it because you get caught up in all the stuff at work, the whatever bullshit you got to deal with, then you hop on your bike and just goes right away. It's awesome. Whether it be a ride at work, after work, it's the reason why you hop on them. It's awesome. It's freeing. It relaxes me. That's why I just can't give it up. It's awesome. And with all the products I mentioned and everything out there, I appreciate all of you. Everyone that always watch any video, all the videos. It means a lot. And all those that pushed orders through for t-shirts, thank you. That means a huge amount to me. I greatly appreciate it. It means the world to me when someone's buying that stuff. So I make sure that when they get shipped out, I'll put some extra love into it. I personally pack them. So go check it out. Didn't know I have them down there. I make my own shirts. So they're not made by that Spring Tea, whatever, third world country printing bullshit off. I make them here in Detroit, baby. So if you buy one, goes towards myself. I'm packing them. They're all prepaid, or pre-made, I should say. So you shouldn't have to wait too long for me to ship it out. So go check it out too. But I'm gonna ride until it gets nice and dark and head on home. So for now, guys, that'll be the rest of me on this one. I'll greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And for those who already subscribe, thank you, and as always, stay free, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!